Good morning. This is Radio Douglas.
Your announcers for today are Dr. Whitbeck, Mrs. Lorenaga, and special guest star, Mr. Brogy. Welcome to the house. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, and the official Douglas time is 8:30. Good morning, everyone.
We wish a hearty and happy birthday to Alice Ryman. Happy birthday, Alice.
Happy birthday, Alice.
So our new segment on Radio Douglas is Tuneful Tuesdays, and that's why Mr. Brogy is here to lead us in some tunes. And when you hear this music,
I think so.
that's, you know that it's going to be Tuesday. All right. So welcome, Mr. Brogy, to Radio Douglas. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I thought in honor of Poetry Month, I would sing you a poem. And I remember a lecture by a mentor of mine about how lyrics and poetry were not the same thing. I should say I remember getting this lecture. I don't remember anything about it, so I can't tell you more than that. One famous poet that comes to mind was a excellent songwriter, and that, of course, is Shel Silverstein.
Oh, yeah.
Raise your hand at home if you knew that. Wow, everybody knew that. So Shel Silverstein wrote songs as well as poems, and one of my favorite songs growing up was this one that I'd like to sing for you. Oh, I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor, and I don't like it very much. Oh no, he's up to my toe, he's up to my toe. Oh gee, he's up to my knee, he's up to my knee. Oh fiddle, he's up to my middle, he's up to my middle. Oh heck, he's up to my neck, he's up to my neck. Oh dread, he swallowed me.
Yay!
Wow, thunderous applause. Shel Silverstein, it's in one of his books. As a poem, and it was done. I think I heard it from Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's probably on their Peter, Paul, and Mommy album. It's probably on that one.
That was excellent. I could really visualize it. Being swallowed up by a snake. Lovely for a Tuesday.
Picture. Shel Silverstein, not harmless. A little dark.
That's true.
Definitely a little dark.
And he lived in a houseboat in San Francisco Bay.
Did he?
He did. It just went up for sale.
Wow.
Pull
That's
our resources.
a piece of trivia that no one knows.
Yeah.
Buy it and put it on the swamp behind Douglas.
Oh, that's great. And if anybody wants to do a GoFundMe for Shel Silverstein's boathouse, let's do that.
You could bring all the kids
God.
on the tours. It'd be a real hook, line, and sinker.
Ah, there we go. All right, with that, we are moving on to Creative Kids. Hang out with us, Mr. Brogy. Maybe there'll be something, maybe kids will send us something musical after this. So
Not my kids, of course, but
no, maybe some of your students.
that would be good.
All right, so
Here's students.
Nolan and Gavin completed the 16 trails required to earn the I Hiked Acton Trails patch. Here they are finishing their final trail at the summit of Great Hill. As you may or may not know, it is the highest point in Acton, thus Great Hill.
If you were interested in doing that, where would you get that kind of application or the information and the trails that you might need to hike to earn it also?
I think it's on the Acton website. The Town of Acton website. And I had heard that there were actually 19 trails, and that it's called the Acton 19. But maybe, and I had also heard that they had just added 3 new trails since they started this program. So maybe that's why it's the Acton 19 now. But
because they wanted to catch up to Littleton, which I think has 19 or 20.
oh,
That's
yeah,
very, very exciting. I think that would be a great thing for families to do during this time where we have more time together.
right. Yeah, get out there and hike the trails. Or you can do this.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Oh my.
Show me what you can do, Albert. Yoo-hoo! Not bad.
And that was for Movement Monday. That was in response to Movement Monday. So you could hike or you could rollerblade. Good job, guys.
Some mega balance there. What is happening here?
Isn't this crazy? This is a game controller that Oscar took apart, so that it's just the top of the game controller. You know, the plastic part. I guess those just pop off, and you can leave the rest of the game controller on a cookie sheet or something safe. And then you spray it with primer, so it's nice and white and clear, and then you spray paint into water and you dip it into the water, and that's what's left. That's what comes out. So you have like this artsy game controller.
Wow.
He sent us a video.
It looks like an Iron Man kind of.
Yeah, it does. So there he goes, dipping it in. And
Spray
then you push the water away, or the paint away, and you bring it back out, and voila!
So what's in that container? Is just spray paint and water? That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So you could do anything, Mr. Brogy. You could do your guitar that way in the bathtub.
No.
That might affect the way that it sounds.
It's not. It's not in the water very long. No, don't put anything that could get ruined or anything that's plugged in. Do not do your toaster.
Can you put a big disclaimer?
And don't touch spray paint without asking your parents first.
Right, exactly. But this looked beautifully cool. So.
Yeah, very cool. And you can see there's a parent in the photo. I can see a foot. So I
Yeah,
know there's
right. Yeah, or an older sister.
oh, could be.
Yeah. And then Oscar, after he did this, looked out his window
What?
and discovered that he actually lives in Bikini Bottom. Isn't that cool?
Is that
How do you do
SpongeBob
that?
thing?
What's that?
How do you do that?
I have no idea.
That's crazy. It looks like maybe it was projected on there or hung from the other side.
No, it's not. It's not. No, I think he actually moved to Bikini Bottom to avoid any
Oh, I see. I see.
danger.
Sorry. He actually relocated. I understand.
That's from SpongeBob. That's correct, Mr. Brogy.
Okay.
Oops. And last night, Lucia made calzones for dinner, including a homemade sauce. And there were rave reviews all around. So great job cooking.
That looks good.
Isn't that fantastic?
Mhm.
That looks better than the meal that I made that was a flop last night. But
What'd you make?
I made pad thai, but everybody let me know that it was awful.
Did anyone say thanks for dinner, Dad?
No. They just said this tastes horrible.
When I have a flop, I make sure they thank me anyway.
And then Lucia's mom sent me this picture of their family on their trampoline. Now, what question does that bring to mind immediately? Was that
safety warning on the outside of the trampoline?
What's that?
The safety warning on the outside of the trampoline?
Yeah.
I put a lid on my worry.
No, was that before or after the calzone?
Oh.
Let's hope before.
But it's good to see people moving. Another Movement Monday. All right. And now to our regular segments. Let's see. What is today? Monday's reader was Mrs. Callahan. So let's see if we can identify who today's reader is.
The wind told the grasses, and the grasses told the trees told the bushes, and the bushes told the bees told the robin, and the robin sang out clear, wake up, spring is here.
Oh, no idea when it's a child. So tough.
I will give you a clue. We have seen this child on Creative Kids. Or at least their work.
Makes me wonder. That was very well read, by the way.
Very well read. All right. Well, stay tuned for tomorrow and we'll let you know who it is. But this day in history, we're going way back. First, I thought we'd go way back into the Wayback Machine. In 753 BC, Romulus and Remus founded Rome.
That is way back.
Yeah. On this day. Yeah.
Ever since my baby left me, I've had a new place to dwell. And down at the end of Lonely Street, a heartbreak hotel. I get so lonely. I get so lonely. I get so lonely. I could die.
That's right. I brought this one on for you, Mr. Brogy. 1956, Elvis Presley's first hit record. I did not know that was his first hit record.
I think, Mr. Brogy, you should be on our show like much more frequently. That was marvelous. Thank you for that. Now everybody knows what that was.
That goes out to you, Dylan Amendalia.
Oh, nice.
He's a big Elvis fan.
Awesome. Everybody should be. Elvis is great. Yeah. All right. So the Boston Tea Party, there were 342 chests of tea dumped into the harbor on the night of December 16th, 1773. The chests were dumped in protest of the Tea Act imposed on the colonists by the British government. They dumped, at that time, what was $18,000 worth of tea, which would now be worth $200 place value math, $540,240.70 worth of tea. Woo! That was cool.
Wow. That's a lot of tea.
Everybody say that number a couple times at home today.
Okay.
540,000 too.
It's a lot of money. And a lot of tea. All right. I think the harbor's cleaned up now.
Yeah, they just got it cleaned up.
Yeah. Nothing's brewing there anymore.
All right. So what's next?
This number's a little smaller, and I think tomorrow I'll be able to handle it just fine. How many teeth does an adult human have?
Can we count? 1, 2, 3. Nope.
Won't be right.
It won't be right.
Picture.
All right, we'll get out of that picture before people have the time to count. But they could pause it on YouTube.
They could, but that is not that's not enough. I don't think that's the right number of teeth. I think that's a poor picture.
We'll come back tomorrow and we'll count them and see.
Yeah.
All right. So, and now for something entirely thought-provoking. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. That was Confucius.
Nice.
Thank you.
About.
And with that, we have come to the end of another Radio Douglas episode, and we would like to wish you a tuneful, cozy fan tutti Tuesday.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.